Greetings, friends and Robloxians. It is I, Birdbrain Sane. Please like and subscribe. Welcome back to another Birdbrain Sane Little Kingdom production.
1, 2, 3.
In today's video, I'm doing an experiment. Have you ever wondered how long it takes for berries to grow from seed all the way to bush? And then how long does it take once your bushes are established? How long does it take for those berries to grow on the bushes? I'm going to do this in two different ways. One, I'm just going to watch them grow. I'll set a timer and we'll see how long it takes. And the second way is going to be leaving the game and coming back to the game, logging out and logging back in. So here we are. I planted the seeds and I start the timer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do time-lapsed so you don't actually have to watch the full time that it takes. I think this is sped up about 15 to 30 times faster, so it's pretty cool to watch in time-lapse. We don't have to sit here for the full time that it took to watch the berries come in when I was doing it real time. But here it is coming up on about 7 minutes. Now about 8 minutes, it looks like all of the berries have come in. So from seed to berry ready to harvest was 8 minutes. That's not too long, but really, who wants to wait that long? Alright, so all the berries came in about 8 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. Do a little time-lapse harvesting. Now the great thing about berries is that you get 22 cents for each berry that you sell in the hub. And then also you're going to get between 1,000 to 3,000 coins per seed if you were to sell them on your own island in vending. Alright, so I am replanting the seeds now. This grid that I've done is 10 by 11, so it's 110 berry bushes. And I didn't count how many berries that gives me, but I do get between 2 and 3 berries on each bush per harvest. So that ends up being a lot of coin. I also think I get about 1 extra seed for every 20 to 40 berry bushes I harvest. It's kind of a random lucky chance thing, but it might also have to do with how much farming experience you've got. So if you do this over and over and over, you're going to get a ton of farming experience, you're going to get a ton of berries, a ton of berry seeds, and ultimately you're just going to make a lot of coin. So here we are. I've replanted all the berry bushes, and now I'm logging out of the game. Sorry you get to see my messy desktop, and I'm not able to keep that timer up the whole time, and it is running in the background, but I have to keep bringing it to the forefront of the screen. So as I log in, we're at 20 seconds. I'm doing a little time lapse so you don't have to sit here and watch the full minute 30 to 2 minutes that it takes me to log in because my island is so big. But looks like we're going to be logging in at 2 minutes, and alright, here we are, back in the kingdom. Let's run on over to the berry bushes and see what happened. They're all there. All the berries are ready, come in, ready to harvest. So that's pretty good. You know, the first time we did it, it took 8 minutes from seed to berry bush. This time I planted all the berries from seed and left the server, come back. The berry bushes are all grown and berries are on the bushes in 2 minutes. That's amazing. So if you need to build a huge berry farm really quick and don't want to wait around for the berries to grow and you just want to get to production, that's the way to do it. Plant them, leave the server, log back in, and you're going to have tons and tons. Imagine if you did this with 100 by 100 berry grid. You'd have 10,000 berry bushes in just a couple minutes, you know, minus the time it actually takes you to run around and harvest them. So, looks like I've got a ghosted berry bush here. I'm not able to put the seed back in that spot. I did throw one on the outside there just to, I don't know, make it look like I've got 110 berry bushes, but I think that berry bush is still actually there, we just can't see it. But I've harvested them and I've started the timer, and now we're gonna do this second part of the berry bush experiment where I just watch the berries grow from after being harvested. How long does it take for the berries to come in? I'm gonna do a little time lapse again. I wish I could keep this timer up. It is the Windows clock timer, it's nothing special. But alright, so 4 minutes, the berries started coming in, and at 5 minutes, we're waiting for that last berry seed to come in. Again, it's the top right-hand corner. Alright, so at just about 5 minutes for all the berries to grow, and that's pretty good, but let's go ahead and do the test after I harvest these. I'll go ahead and pick up all the berries. Let's see, I'm getting 1 plus 2 plus 3. I don't think I actually got any seeds that time, so that wasn't very good for seeds, but definitely good for the berries. Leaving the server, restarting the timer, do a little time lapse, see how long it takes me to log in this time. So 1:30, run back over there, and again, the bushes are all full of berries. This is the way to do it. Harvest your berries, log out, log back in, and you're gonna have the berries ready to harvest, ready to sell. All right, I'm gonna do the same experiment, but this time on flowers. So I'm watering all my flowers here. I've got a very little flower farm. I think there is 15 or 16 flowers in each row. So that's 30, 60 flowers that I've got here. I've got some roses, got some hibiscus and some lilies and some daisies. My friend Snowy Queen stops by. We discuss what's going on. I think we even had like a little bit of a side bet as to how long it was going to take for these flowers to come in. My guess is that I'm going to, well, this time we're watching from the time I watered them all the way to the time that they start blooming or breeding. All right, so what was that, about 9 minutes, and the first hibiscus, then the lilies are coming in, and then I bet you the daisies come in and the roses are probably last. So yeah, 9 minutes. All right, the roses are coming in, so getting close to 10 minutes for all the flowers to be completely bloomed. So that's not bad, but you know, who wants to wait 10 minutes for a little flower garden to grow? So I'm guessing if I water these and then log out and log back in after they're watered, a minute and 30 seconds later, or 2 minutes, however long it takes me to completely load back into the game, I'm going to have a full set of breeded flowers. So this is going to be great for my block production, my making colored wool and colored clay and colored glass and all those things that we need flowers for. Not to mention all the crafting items. Okay, so I've logged out, set the timer to see how long this takes to log back in. I know it's going to be between 1:30 to 2 minutes. And then we'll see that I've got a whole new set of colored flowers. My friend Super G actually discussed this with me on Discord about the berry bushes, and I was pretty impressed to see it work. So I'm going to be very excited to see it work with flowers. And this is a letdown. Apparently this technique does not work with flowers. I can see they're all still watered because they're still doing their little water dripping animation, but they did not bloom or breed while I was logging out and logging back in. So that's a bummer. All right, but I do think that it works maybe with other crops, probably with the fruit on trees, maybe with those other seeded items like, wheat and tomatoes and starfruit, even all that stuff. So definitely give it a try. Please leave me a comment what your experiences are. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Again, hey, and remember, have fun and keep it imaginary.